Welcome to Ancient Echoes. In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, around 2700 BCE, a conflict broke out between two Sumerian city-states, Lagash and Umma. This battle marked the beginning of organized warfare in human history, and it was primarily fought over one of the most valuable resources of the time, water. The land of Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization, was home to several city-states that vied for control over fertile lands, agricultural resources, and essential trade routes. The city-states of Lagash and Umma were neighbors, located in the region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, where water was not only a lifeline for irrigation, but also a source of wealth and power. The conflict between these two cities arose as Umma, led by Lugal-Zaggisi, began to encroach upon Lagash's territory. Lagash, under the rule of King Eannatum, could not allow this encroachment to continue, as the control of water sources and fertile land was crucial for the survival and prosperity of his people. What started as a dispute over land rights and resources quickly escalated into a full-scale war. The Lagash-Umma War is significant because it represents one of the earliest instances in recorded history where city-states organized large-scale military forces to assert dominance. Both sides assembled formidable armies, complete with infantry, archers, and war chariots, a military innovation that gave the armies a decisive edge. This war marked a turning point in how societies would engage in conflict, with the strategic use of terrain, military organization, and technological advancements such as chariots playing a key role in the battle's outcome. One of the most remarkable artifacts documenting this conflict is the Stele of the Vultures, a stone monument that commemorates the victory of King Eannatum and the defeat of Umma. The Stele, which was created by the people of Lagash to celebrate their victory, is one of the earliest surviving records of war. It depicts Eannatum's forces triumphing over Umma, showing their soldiers in battle formations and the aftermath of the war, including prisoners being led away in chains. The stele's imagery is not just a record of military success. It also symbolizes the brutal consequences of warfare during this period, with defeated enemies being subjected to humiliation and captivity. The significance of the Lagash-Umma War goes far beyond the battle itself. It serves as an early example of how war was used to establish political control, influence trade, and secure resources essential for survival. It's also one of the first times in history that a war's outcome was recorded on such a grand scale, showcasing the importance of military victories in maintaining power and securing a city-state's future. The war and its aftermath would have set a precedent for how future conflicts were waged, not only in Mesopotamia, but throughout the ancient world. While the Lagash-Umma War may have been one of the first documented conflicts in human history, it was not the only early war fought for resources and land. However, it stands out because of the detailed records left behind, such as the Stele of the Vultures, which provide insight into the military tactics, the nature of the conflict, and the cultural importance placed on war as a means of securing dominance. The war highlighted the growing power of rulers like Eannatum, who used military might to solidify their control over key resources, and it paved the way for the further development of state-sponsored armies and war strategies. Though it was fought over relatively small territories, The Lagash-Uma War has a lasting legacy. It was one of the first times in history that we see the use of organized warfare, where professional soldiers, military strategies, and specialized technology like chariots were employed in battle. This early use of military force would lay the groundwork for the rise of empires and the increasingly sophisticated wars that would shape the ancient world in the centuries to come. Today, the Lagash-Uma conflict is often regarded as a starting point in the history of warfare, demonstrating the human drive to control resources, protect territories, and maintain power. It set in motion a long tradition of warfare and military strategy that would evolve into the complex battles and conflicts we recognize in later history. The echoes of this early war, with its strategic battles, military leaders, and lasting consequences, can still be seen in the way wars are fought today. Over resources, power, and survival.